Maganda Omaga, Kamusta everybody, this is Scott, expat in the Philippines. Just dropped Arlene into work. Thought it'd probably be better to do that this morning rather than go on the train. It's only going to be for a little while, it's only going to be temporary anyway. And she's probably better off in the car. Going home, well, she'll have to probably catch the train. She doesn't know at the moment what's going on there with her work because she's in housekeeping and supervisory to staff there. At the moment everything is like business as usual. Beds have got to be made, places got to be kept clean, so that's an important aspect of her work and her job. Would you believe there's a guy next to me in a Mercedes-Benz that's got a face mask on, like a respirator type face mask, keep all germs off. Yep, he's keeping himself safe. It's not a funny thing. We should take it serious. Traffic flow in Melbourne going in moderate, not busy, just moderate, low moderate I would call it, not so much hectic, everybody going to work, office staff, business, bankers, stock exchange workers, things have got to carry on as business as usual, guys, unfortunately, so which is good, which is a good thing. I don't mean unfortunately, I'll take that back, sorry. But everything has to keep going as normal. Yesterday Scott Morrison announced a $26 billion stimulus package that goes from aged carers up to those that are unemployed, and carers, home carers such as myself that look after CJ and my mum and look after the elderly at home, making sure that they have their showers and kept clean and the house is tidy and make sure the house is all clean. So you know where I'm going with all that, so I don't have to go any further there. But he's also announced that as from today, teachers are going, school is normal, but after today we're in lockdown with schools, kids are no schools. So it's probably a good thing because kids can carry they're immune to the disease, the virus, sorry. So it's better, and they can be carriers too. As much as I'm not saying kids are carriers, I'm just saying it just happens that way, that because your body system's immune to a virus, you are most likely going to be okay. I think it's from certain ages upwards, but just make sure mum and dads that they need their medications, their cough elixirs, and make sure they wash their hands and keep themselves clean, because we've got to look after them too as well. That's why they've shut the schools, because I think under due pressure they see other schools in other countries. Autobahn is up, open. Most businesses around here are pretty well shut. Food shops, fitness training centres are shut due to equipment and touchy stuff. So, that's fine. I think businesses like real estate businesses are still going ahead, but I'm not sure about like massage with an aromatherapy guys. That's I'm not sure what's going on, whether they're shutting. I think they probably are. But as I said, the traffic is just a general flow at the moment, consistent, moving, which is good. Unlike back in Philippines where everything's locked down, and they're taking it serious, which is good. I wish we would here. Sunbury, it's like business as usual, guys. Everybody's about doing their general banking and stuff, so keep that space, your personal space, distance, guys. If you've got a cough in your elbow, so I hear, or have a hanky with you, put it in your, cover your mouth properly all over, that way no one else will get your viral germs. We're just got to be safe, guys. That's all it is. Just personal hygiene, be safe, keep yourself clean. I'm having a good run home from the city. It's taken me like 56 seconds to get out of the city, which is compared to, say, a minute 56 seconds. My apologies. Which has taken me good time to get out, which is great. The traffic flow will die down now because everybody is at their workplace. Wipe your keyboard with wipes. Carry wipes with you, guys. Wipe your keyboard down with wipes, and then wipe it over with a dry tissue. That helps. Wipe your bench space with a wipe. They're perfectly okay. They're hygienic. So you must, keep everything, your space, your area, work area clean. Just wipe over it, because you get the dust of a night time coming down, and over the weekend there's probably about that much dust built up. So just wipe it with general wipes, and wipe over it with a nice cloth. Carry one of those microfiber cloths with you into work, and just use that over your bench space after you've wiped it with the wipes. Makes it easier, guys, and just keep yourself basically hygiened, and make sure your hygiene is up to scratch. That's all. Wash your hands, hot water, not boiling hot water, but just hot water with a bit of cool in it, and plenty of soap. Soap's the best. Soap is the best to wipe your hands with. It's got a lot of antibacterial stuff in it. We've got a bottle of alcohol. I don't know what Arlene's done with it. She might have taken it out of the car for work, because she works on her computer. Everybody uses her computer, so she'll wipe it down and make sure it's nice and clean before starting. It's just a must, guys. Well, we got this virus. Now, while I'm on the subject of the virus, how long do we stay quarantined? Well, you stay quarantined as long as it takes, guys. Personally, I don't think 2 weeks is long enough. That's my opinion. And opinions are like arseholes. We've all got one. But you basically stay quarantined for 2 weeks. Make sure, as I said, everything's thing, and your personal hygiene's done, and everybody is healthy. And just if your little one's got the slight little coughs, give him some cough medicine. It's not going to hurt him because they're immune to it. But as I said, how long do we stay quarantined for? Well, as long as it takes. They're saying here in this country now that 6 months. It will be probably a good 6 months before we come out at the other end. We're in autumn at the moment, and the end of March we come into winter. So that's when all the pound of the coronavirus is going to hit. The cold mornings. I feel for the workers that are outside doing outdoor work, such as power lines and plumbing and that work in water, that also electricians, gardeners that do mowing and check ponds and make sure all those things are sorted out. So they're the ones that are going to probably be the ones that might get it. You might not get it. But cancer workers that work in gardens and stuff like that, just be careful. Wear long sleeves, wear gloves, wear a face mask if you have to during winter, because it is a must. I haven't got one on me at the moment. I'll probably wear a face mask going up later on this morning. I do have to go. I only been out 3 times. Went to the supermarket. I've got to go this morning to pick up some nappies for CJ, some medications for Mum. So it'll be a quick out and back in. I'm not, so I'll probably wear a face mask going out to do all this. The traffic flow now is just petered down. There's a lot of people around, which probably people going through business and doing that, making sure that they go to their offices and work, and the police are out as normal, checking traffic and making sure nobody does anything wrong. But as I said, the traffic flow is sort of come to moderate, low moderate. Everybody's just going about their business and taking their time and being safe, checking out things. So it's great. It's good to see, and excuse me, I wish it was like this all the time, but unfortunately, life, we have to do things. But you can see that when the tourists have gone and headed back home to their own country, those Australians that are out there that are on their way home, yes, have to come off and self-quarantine. So, they need to self-quarantine wherever they've been, so other people don't catch this. Also, cruise ships, we've had 2 cruise ships come in over the weekend, and they're being told to self-quarantine. Our government is looking at cruise ships that are stationed either in Melbourne, Sydney or Perth or Adelaide, basically over the whole of Australia, as mobile hospitals. They're looking into it. They're seeing what's going to happen, whether they think it's a must. The cruise ships will be cleaned and stuff before they head out, if they're going back to their depots, wherever, or their ports where they come from. But our government's looking into trying to use them as hospitals to contain those that do have a slight positive reaction to the coronavirus, but it's a question mark at the moment. We'll wait and see what's going on. Scott Morrison did unveil a stimulus package, and over the weekend, also to give an update on schools. Yes, as from today, teachers such as my nephew, who's just become a teacher, poor kid, hey Nicky, stay tough, mate. Uncle Scott's thinking of you, and so is Gran, Arlene and CJ. We're thinking of you, mate, and know the situation. He's just started his teaching, so you just got to feel for him. He's a young kid, and they've never been through this before. Unlike my mum, during the Second World War, First World War, Second World War, they had the Depression. They had a virus buggy thing back then. I can't remember what it was called, but it must have been, it was a long time ago. And they went through a lot, guys. We've been through SARS. Wasn't as bad as this. We've been through a fair bit, and we need to just take stock, stick together as Australians and Filipinos in the Philippines. We've had overnight, it has doubled the amount of people that have got it. Guys, you need to basically, and I'm gonna utilize this once, keep clean, wash your hands, use hot water, use soap, and and self-quarantine, guys. Self-quarantine. One person goes shopping. Okay, probably, as those overseas would say, it's easy for me to say, but if you do drive yourself, and that you can go do things yourself, get out, do banking, do your general business, do your shopping, make sure that you get enough, don't panic, try and stay calm, guys, because that's what it's all about, and help each other out. There's plenty of food, there's plenty of toilet paper, and we just keep going the way we're going, and everything will be okay. We'll just go about our general business as we do normally. Don't panic, guys, okay? That's the main thing. Don't panic. Just keep it together, and look after yourselves. This has been Scott, expat in the Philippines. Remember, always remember, life's good. See you later, guys. Have a great day.